Hey everyone, welcome back to Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. We've reached the door of the Chibirias, but we still have to break one more seal in order to get inside. So we're going to move on into yet another new area. The desert may be vast, but at least it's varied as well. Oh, and another save point. Now we're in the volcanic iron factory.
The gem on that shield blocked my power. Different color blocks different power.
Yeah, so at this point, if you've become really reliant on Majin's magic, you have to be careful which element you use against the enemies with the colored shields. Yeah, I'm not just jumping down there, I don't think.
Water that burns come out from ground here. That make big boat move. My lightning connects.
So apparently the Chibirias runs on lava rather than water. Did it do that before the darkness came? Anyway, yeah, we got a monkey over here, so I think we're in for a pretty rough fight. And they're surrounding the platform, so I can't possibly sneak up on all of them.
Fly away!
So we need to use wind here because we've got enemies that'll block the lightning. And we also gotta watch the Majin himself, because if those monkeys get to him, then they'll be able to incapacitate him completely.
Fly away!
Yeah, we're really taking a beating here.
I blow away.
I didn't see whether the wind actually went off or not. Combo came up in the middle of the attack, and I just figured, alright, I'll go for it.
It's on me, Tepeu. It's taking my power.
Oh, I didn't realize it would actually drain his power up there, too. Hate these monkeys. What? I don't think it was supposed to climb the wall. I think we were just knocking it out of the level geometry.
Thank you, Tepeu.
So I think we should be able to get up onto that tower from here. And we get another elemental upgrade. No.
My wind more stronger than before. Big soldiers almost as strong as me, but they not like it when their face gets hit.
Most people don't like it when their face gets hit, I've noticed. So, just up here, we've got more of those barrels, or boxes that I can't destroy. That, I think, will be the path to another area. And I'm going to need to get behind those eyes to do anything about them. Oh. Can the Majin just walk over to this side? Well, let's not worry about it. We'll open the path to the next area and then worry about what's on this side. Oh, there's a memory shard. Forget waiting. Ah, Finally, the reward for collecting memory shards. I've got the first king's crown. Yeah, there's a giant opening there that the Majin can get through. Let's fight these guys out in the open. Once he makes his way back down here. I guess he's not going to jump down when there's a convenient ramp over there. Unfortunately, I do have one defensive boost against these guys. There are two more lurking somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure one of them is in this room. Yeah, I really don't think it's worth trying to fight these guys without some elemental power. I'm pretty sure I barely got that attack off in time. See, I don't think there's a trick to fighting these dogs, or some method you're supposed to use. I think they just have way too much health. Alright, so through the archway.
Ouch.
We gotta deal with those guys. And I think this is just gonna be a matter of the Majin distracting them while I extend the bridge. Yeah, we've been through something very like this before.
Okay, I blow away. Tepeu, you did great.
That also probably would have made it a lot easier.
Go away.
Now it's a pretty simple matter of climbing up this way, getting behind those eyes, and we've got the bandit's costume, which isn't even from the same set as the Marine's manacle that we got earlier. Anyway, there's another save point up ahead so we can see just what this thing does. Once the Majin catches up with us again. We got a couple of different headpieces here. We got the first king's crown, which is swordsmanship, and the bandit's costume, which is friendship. So let's see what these do. Swordsmanship reduces damage from the enemies with swords and shields, and friendship increases the red experience that we get. That is probably going to stay on me for the rest of the game. At least until we manage to level up our combination power a whole lot. And here we are at last, the third scarecrow. But we got some archers up above, it looks like.
Air not clean here. Smells like burning. Ba'alim act like he helped the king, but always planning bad things. Toki always studying. Royal life very difficult. Toki
Alright. And no possibility of sneaking through here. But I'm gonna have to find a way to get up to those guys and fight them so that we can do anything in this room. And it looks like I'm on a tight timer because The Majin is getting pelted with explosive arrows. Alright, we got a ladder here. Not a whole lot of time to work with. I'm just gonna knock them all down. I don't think they'll be able to attack him nearly as effectively from the ground.
Go away.
I was wrong. So let's see if we can maneuver him out of sight of that archer and just
I wait here.
leave him there. So I think at this point he's completely safe, and I've got plenty of time to get over there and deal with that last archer. And get the chest. At some point, clearly I'm going to need the Majin to push over those pillars. But for now, let's see if I can take this guy out of commission. Yeah, I need to be cleverer about this. Incapacitate him by hitting one of the purple eyes with a rock. And then make the jumps while he can't attack me. That jump's not easy to make even when I'm not being shot at. And there's our second protective item against dogs. I'm gonna have to choose whether I'm more concerned with dogs or with soldiers with swords and shields.
Thank you, Tepeu.
Alright, so the enemies have been dealt with. The door is locked, though. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get the Majin up there so that he can push those pillars down. Oh, there's a whole room over here.
It seems that fruit containing the Majin's power is in the Chibirias, the flagship that once protected the kingdom. I think it's the power of fire. I hear that the Chibirias used to be powered by fire. I wonder what we'll be able to do if the Majin is able to breathe fire.
Indeed. We need to get into the Chibirias before we can get the power to breathe fire. And I can see a trap waiting here. But first, ideally I would want to sneak up on this enemy, but I've already blown that. Sure lost sight of me quickly, though. He just turns around too quickly. Okay, now you can open the door.
Can't. Wait. Something coming. They find us.
That's right. He won't open the door because there's an enemy attacking me on the other side of it. Which means that I've got to defeat this enemy by myself before the Majin can come over and help me fight the enemy. One of these days I should remember how to lock on to enemies. Keep going into aim mode, which is not the same thing.
I did great!
Alright. Now, to deal with as many of the enemies in this room as possible without fighting them.
I ready. Give signal.
So let's just get their attention and lure them up onto the ramp. Hello, everyone. I think those bandit clothes are already paying for themselves. We got a fruit up there, we got a chest down here.
Get on my back.
Yeah, that's definitely too high a jump to make with just the springboard. Let's see what new attack we get this time.
I stronger now.
Could you have demonstrated that belly flop anywhere other than right on top of me, maybe?
I go now.
At least now we have a ramp which leads up to the top of the platform, where we will effectively be able to push those pillars over. And that lock is not going to be breached for some time.
I ready. Give signal. Okay.
Yeah, with no enemies here, it doesn't really matter when we push the pillars. You can just do it right away.
I ready. Give signal. Okay. I did great.
And the path is clear. I can finally, if I can ever drop down there, get to the last scarecrow. Which only opens the path to the Chibirias, but that's the next place we need to go anyway. It's a pretty long way back. And I managed to get far enough away that the Majin can't receive my signals anymore. So I'll just grab the healing fruit, which is either recovered or I never picked it up from there in the first place, and head back until I'm actually within range. I didn't know that that would happen, but I guess it does. So, due to all the editing, I didn't know exactly how long this video would go, and figured I'd venture into the Chibirias in the same video. But I'm gonna cut it here in post, and see you guys for the interior of the ship next time.